Shalom, call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Says your Shalom to the 144,001 Hold on, let me actually I'll save this to my playlist later. The Elder Malcolm is live right now. This the spirit jumped on me when I seen this. These Edomites, what appear to be Edomites, who knows what their lineage truly is, but they look like Edomites. They bought some property, land, and built a castle, and some more Edomite looking individuals broke into their castle, which they thought that I'm not going to spoil it too much. Let's just let the video roll.
Upstate. Our Alan Devlin has the latest on the case and an inside look at the castle that was once thought to be impenetrable.
A doomsday castle in Pickens County, built by a man in preparation for the end of the world.
This will be the main living floor here.
High in the mountains of northern Pickens County, a castle waits for Armageddon.
Got rebar.
This is Luke 23:31. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry? So these people went out into the sticks in this off-grid castle, off-grid homestead, fortified homestead. That's pretty much what a castle is. Fortified homestead. When you look at our forefathers, primarily the Southern Kingdom, which built all those glorious castles in Western Asia, they had the court. I think it's called a courtyard in the middle of the castles. The castles would be the living areas would be like the perimeter, and then the interior will, I believe, is called a courtyard, and then in the courtyard, that's where you have their vegetables. They'll grow the crops and vegetables, so you don't have to grow the crops and vegetables outside of the castle's walls. So your vegetables and everything are also protected. That's why I said a castle is essentially like a homestead, a fortified homestead. Now, of course, this is just a regular castle, so to speak. Not It wasn't super extravagant. Um, and you had these people go out there and take all their prepper equipment in a green tree. So just imagine what's gonna happen in the dry.
The windows and all, just kind of make it a little safer.
Fortified with sheet metal windows.
We can raise it up, and it drops down just instantly.
A fully functional medieval time style gate.
This is one of the small bedrooms here.
This is Ezekiel 7:15. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword. So this is the field right there. And guess what? They thought their house, their castle couldn't be broken into. And guess what? It got broken into.
Bathroom and utility room out there.
And downstairs, multiple bedrooms, power, running water, and
this is the main kitchen area.
A full kitchen and enough food to feed a family for years.
And the end times and all the doomsday things.
So guess what? They had a plan. I seen this one Jake completely bugged out Jake. Older Jake too. I think he understands he's an Israelite, but he believes in all types of madness. And in his little basement, he's in up in Philly. He has in his basement, he has food to feed 20 something people for 4.5 years in his basement. And for power, he has a pedal, some type of pedaling station where you basically pedal like a bicycle to generate power. It's actually pretty functional. You can power a laptop or TV or anything like that with the pedaling with just one person casually. It's not even that. So that's actually a good tool to have. Nothing wrong with that. But anyways, you got Jake's out here that's doing the same thing. Boarding up windows with metal sheet windows. That's insane. Food. They have it to where they can stay in the house for 3-4 straight years. Don't even gotta leave the house because that's how much food and water. They got waste management. They got entertainment. Yeah, that's how people getting down. But guess what? This is 2nd Ezra 16:31. Even so, in those days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. So guess what? people gonna go roaming around. They gonna know these preppers got their little thingamajiggers going on in these rural areas. They gonna take a gamble on these homesteads, man. And of course, you got three divisions of living. You got urban, suburban, and rural. So the people that are doomsday prepping, they're in the rural areas. Of course, the urban would be like, think of New York City, Chicago, Miami, and then suburban would be like Oklahoma City, Houston, Texas, so on and so forth. More spread out the suburbs, and then urban would be like inner city life, and then rural would be homesteads. Some not fully off grid, but just very small populations. Your neighbors are spread out. So in these places where the field, right, what we just read in Ezekiel 7, the homesteads are in the field. And guess what? People going to be roaming around. They're going to have their PDWs, right? PDWs, the AR-15s, and they going to be hunting, man, for resources. Men, women, children, food, water, anything they can get that can make their lives more pleasurable.
Might come in handy, might need, might not.
But back in 2018,
They broke the door off of here.
two people broke into what was thought to be an impenetrable fortress and stole what the owner and groundskeeper says was $50,000 to $100,000 in survival gear.
So check that out, man. They loaded with cash. They got 6 figures, pushing 6 figures of survival gear. So what does that tell you? They probably, think about it. They got this on the news where they got a castle. So I'm pretty sure they didn't figure it out that their plan was compromised. They're taking this as a learning lesson because it could have been worse. That's what they thinking. This could have been worse. It could have been broken into during the apocalypse, and now they're getting ravished. That's what they're thinking. So they're taking this as a W in their minds. This is a win for them because now they know they're weak. They probably moving on to another area, found another area, made a better castle. That's more than like what Esau got going on. If these are Edomites, let's get Matthew 6, St. Matthew 6 chapter, and verse 19. Lay not up yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. So for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Now, does that mean not have any type of resources? Because that's what a treasure is, a resource. Is that what that's implying? No, it means your faith should be with the Heavenly Father. When these times are coming, we got to be what? On the move. Be as pilgrims upon the earth, roughly paraphrasing that. We're not supposed to cherish our lives here, man. This place is all matters of evil.
Four-wheeler and a few other generators and people first one thing to another.
And on Wednesday, Michael Barger and Ashton Johnson were sentenced to 4 years probation and $10,000 in restitution and civil judgments for storming the castle.
We just felt that it was literally bulletproof. We didn't think anybody could get in because I put enough stuff in there to make sure. They had to go through double entry doors, but they still found out how to do it, and I found out where my weaknesses are.
They cut the
See, I told you that's why they thinking. They taking this as a good thing. They probably got cash on them, man. They spending 6 figures on survival gear. That's a lot of money. 6 figures on just survival gear. So they probably going somewhere else, bought new land somewhere else, built even more, try to make their impenetrable fortress. Let's get this in 2 Peter 2:9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished. So guess what? You Edomites are reserved for punishment. You 2/3. You ain't gonna escape. They thinking, oh, this is a good thing. Nah, man. They gonna have some more marauders, right? Because that's what they call them in these prepper these prepper spaces, marauders, werewolf preppers, whatever you want to call them, raiders, whatever, robbers. They're gonna come in hordes. And man, it's so much crazy technology I seen. I don't even want to speak about what I saw, just so this video doesn't get taken down. But I've seen people selling some crazy things online that you can buy that can more than likely get into that castle, man. That castle that they're showing, some things that you can buy online right now that get you in that castle. So and there's videos online on how to make things that can get you in that castle for cheap. So yeah, you people that out here that's building these fortresses, building your bunkers and all that, it's not going to save you from the wrath of the Heavenly Father.
Locks and damaged all the doors and everything.
Now, Bruns and Herring working to replace what they've lost, preparing for the end of the world.
We have added security cameras and all, and a few other safety features. And if something comes up, we can automatically come up here and take care of it.
In Pickens County, Alan Devlin, WYFF News 4.
So I'm gonna end this off right here. 1 John 4:17. Herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment, because as He is, so are we in this world. So guess what? The elect aren't gonna rely on castles and security systems and all that when these evils start spreading. You see, these people of the world, they're gonna be scared to all hell. They're gonna be terrified, and rightfully so. It's not just gonna be marauders you're gonna have to worry about. Marauders, I just mean regular people with weapons. No, you gotta worry about these robots. You gotta worry about these newly created creatures. You gotta be worried about these apparitions. You're gonna have to worry about these super soldiers, these natural disasters, all these other plagues that the Heavenly Father is gonna bring. It's gonna be so much going on that the least of your worries is gonna be some random dude with a PDW trying to beat down your door, man. That's how evil is gonna be out here. And with that, I say shalom.